So, what's so special about the Andaman Islands? Well, if white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, untouched tropical rainforests, and uninhabited islands don't appeal to you, then this place is not for you. But if you're interested, the Andaman Islands are about 400 miles west of Thailand, and they're everything one could want in a tropical island paradise. Our trip took us up the west coast of Thailand and then across to the Surin Islands, and after a short stay in the Surins, we crossed over the Andaman Sea to Port Blair in South Andaman Island. In Patong Beach on Phuket Island, we caught up with Court and Claudia on Elena, who were making their first offshore passage to the Andamans. Quick trip to shore to stock up some last-minute essentials such as a case of beer and a visit to Soy Bangla. Great family entertainment, as long as you keep the kiddies out of the bars. Whoa, getting dizzy. And yes, I love Phuket. We day hopped up the coast for about 60 miles and then crossed over to the Surin Islands. These are a national park, a pretty special place. Spent a few days there and then left for the 360-mile crossing to Port Blair. Big smoke. It was a good sail over, good winds, and we were of course accompanied by playful dolphins. We sighted Neil Island, the Andamans, after 3 days, and then a few hours later entered Port Blair. We were met by our friend Ravi, who we had met 8 years ago on our first trip to the Andamans. Since then, Ravi has upgraded his ambassador taxi to an SUV. On our way into town, we passed a tour boat that had capsized just outside the harbor during the previous week, drowning 22 of its 45 passengers. It was, of course, overloaded. The investigation was still going on after 30 when we left the Andaman Islands. Port Blair is a good place to stock up on supplies. Lots of product at the vegetable market, and cheap too. This constitutes the local plastics recycling program. And needless to say, beef is not on the menu of many Port Blair restaurants. After stocking up in Port Blair, we traveled south to Chiriatapo, at the south end of South Andaman Island, a lovely beach, and a chance to stretch our legs by visiting the lighthouse at the point in Chiriatapo.
Here, 1.5. This is Indian timing. Indian timing.
Now on the top of the lighthouse at Chiriatapu. Don't know if we're supposed to be here, but we climbed up. Torturous climb. We must be about 1,000 feet above the ground now. It seems that way. What do you think?
I think so, yeah. It's a fantastic view here, extraordinary. Better than from the World Trade Center or from the whatever Empire State Building.
Oh really?
Sure, better.
Better.
You see down to this nice, beautiful ladies that lying on the beach.
We can't show that though.
In the short bikini.
After Chiriatapu, we sailed around to the south end of Rutland Island, Wonderful white sand beaches fringed by mangroves and tropical forests. There's hardly any industry in the Andamans, and the water outside of Port Blair is really wonderful for snorkeling. Yes, Havelock Island, landing on the beach in the surf. I hope the crocodile is gone by now. Havelock 7 on Havelock Island is rated by some as the best beach in Southeast Asia. It's certainly popular with the Indians visiting from the mainland. Good sand for drip castles, and also has some interesting accommodations for tourists. And wonderful old growth forest that you don't see anywhere else in Southeast Asia. Oh, another day in the Andamans and another island. This time Middle Button Island. I don't have any buttons. This is called Middle Button Island. And there's two other buttons. Button Islands, sorry. So we're going to go on shore and see if there's anything to see, and also do some snorkeling. And maybe if we're really lucky, you find some coral that isn't dead. Unfortunately, we didn't find any live coral. About 80% of the coral in the Andamans died after the 2010 El Nino, which brought in warm water to the area, too warm for the coral to survive. What's left is mostly in spots on the west coast of the islands. Okay, enough of pristine nature and uninhabited islands. Back to Port Blair for more supplies and to take in the Hindu festival. A little preparation and getting psyched up for the big event. And then it's off to the temple. At the end of it all, there's a walk or a quick jog over hot coals designed to bring good luck and prosperity to those who survive this gorgeous ordeal. Over the entire month we spent in the Andamans, it never rained once, so we had to stock up on water for the return trip to Thailand. The best place to get water is at the north end of Rutland Island. There used to be a functioning pier with a water pipe, but no more. It's now self-serve with a small creek that runs down from the hills. Hello, what are you doing?
We're working for the women that use water. For the women that use water. Correct. We are poor guys. Not even having breakfast today. Not even a coffee. That's terrible. This is traveling with Frank. Not even had a coffee today.
After that, it was check-out from Port Blair and the sail back to Phuket, again accompanied by the playful dolphins.